So in this video, we're going to be talking about an easy way for you to get started as a digital nomad. We'll cover everything from how much money you could make with this type of job, what kind of skills are needed, and more importantly, how you can use certain tools to get it done 10 times faster, easier, and almost automatically in some cases. So if you've been considering becoming a digital nomad, not sure where to start, or just want more information, then stick around because I have some tips that may change how you think about work on the whole. But right before that, what exactly is a digital nomad? Well, according to Wikipedia, digital nomads are people who conduct their life in a nomadic manner while engaging in remote work using digital telecommunications technology. Well, that's just not helpful now, is it? Basically, digital nomads are people who are location independent. They don't have to be physically present at a company's headquarters or office. They can make a living from anywhere in the world as long as they have a laptop, a good internet connection, and a strong cup of coffee. Oh, that does look good. Anyway, so here is an easy digital nomad job that you could get started with that is ideal for beginners. You can become a freelance writer. Basically, this is a writer who works as a contractor as opposed to being full-time staff writer at a company. Doing this, you could offer writing services to different clients, writing about any topic that the client pays you to write. Now, there are many types of freelance writing, but you should look at it from the perspective of what is more profitable as a beginner. Looking at two main areas, content writing and copywriting. Now, what is the difference? Content writing involves the creation of text content to educate or entertain readers. It may drive sales as well, but that's not the main purpose of it. With the content writing, you want to educate or entertain readers by creating high quality and valuable content. This could be anything from writing email newsletters, blog posts, social media posts, and stuff like that. Copywriting, on the other hand, involves the creation of text content to persuade readers to take some type of sales-related action. If you're trying to sell a service, for instance, you'll need to convince potential customers that it's worth spending their money on. And at the very least, at the end of them reading that piece of content, they take the action of at least reaching out to that seller. Some of the types of content that would be written as part of these freelance writing jobs are sales emails, social media ads, as well as the content that is on landing pages. Now remember, you don't need to be an expert at any of those things to get started, and I'll show you that in a second. I know. Of course, you want to know first, how well do these types of digital nomad jobs pay? And where you can get freelance writing jobs just like these. One of the places that you can find jobs like these are on Fiverr. So search for content writing over on Fiverr. Take a quick look at these profiles here. This person just offers writing website content, where his price starts at $20. This other seller here starts at $35 writing blog content, starting at $60 writing the same blog content. Now this guy here, with over 17 5-star reviews, is doing a little bit more because I see keyword research, SEO optimized, blog articles. This guy starts at $620 and he is making sales. And as you scroll down, you would see there are a lot of sellers, all of them making sales, where the average starting pay per job is clearly way higher than $5 or $10. But I would actually say it's $50. But what about copywriting? There's a lot of people here as well, which means there is competition, and that is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing here because a lot of times, let's say a business owner wants to hire a copywriter to sell a specific product. Maybe it's their first product. They may not want to jump straight to this guy to write their Facebook ads for them because his standard price may be a little bit over their budget. So somebody starting off like that may be open to scrolling a little bit lower down and finding a more reasonably priced person. And this is where you come in, where you can create your Fiverr profile and start at a slightly lower rate until you get more sales, more reviews, then you can increase your price over time and work your way up to somebody like this seller who's starting at $195 with over 249 4.9 star ratings. So if we check out this person packages here, basic is $195, their highest price is $525. So let's start in the middle, $375 with over 249 stars. $375, if we multiply that by 249 of their reviews, that will give us a little bit over $93,000. That is how much this person has potentially made by freelance writing on Fiverr. And you're not limited to Fiverr. There's this other site here called People Per Hour. And while there are other sites like Guru and Freelancer.com, I think as a beginner, People Per Hour and Fiverr may be the two best places to start with. Why not create profiles on these two sites and increase your chances of getting hired like this? Now, do you have to be skilled at content writing and copywriting to do this? Well, that would help, but it's not mandatory here. Remember I said at the beginning of this video that I'll cover how you can use certain tools to get these jobs done 10 times faster, easier, and almost automatically in some cases. Here's a tool that I use a lot for my content writing and copywriting. It's called Jarvis AI. And you might have seen this long-form assistant from previous videos, where I create a new document, start from scratch, type a title like Benefits of AI Copywriting. And then I just hit compose and the article just writes itself automatically, doing the research and putting it together. And with this plan that I'm on, I just click compose again and it just continues writing. But we won't be using that today. Let's see how we can actually apply this if you got hired on Fiverr or on People Per Hour, whereby your gig is something a bit more specific like writing Facebook ads. Check this out. You can just click ads here and there are these different tools as part of Jarvis AI, where the ad could be automatically created for you, where the headline could be automatically created for you here, and the Facebook ad primary text could be created for you. Let's see how you can come up with the main text for the Facebook ad by just clicking Facebook ad. So we have the product name and the product description. Let's say somebody hired you to promote this tool, Jarvis AI. Type Jarvis AI and give a brief line of what the tool does on the product description. Copywriting tool automatically write engaging content and hit generate AI content. And here's what Jarvis came up with. I chose 3 different outputs, so we have 3 different options to choose from. Here's an example of the ad. Are you tired of having to write blog posts yourself? Do you want your content marketing efforts to pay off with more lead sales and signups? Jarvis AI is a tool that lets you do just that. This AI-powered software automatically writes engaging Facebook ad text for companies based on their website content. Trusted by 20,000 websites, etc. Check that out. I know I couldn't come up with something like that quickly. All you'd have to do is just hit copy, modifying it of course to make sure that it is in context and customized a bit for your client. And then you move on to the next paid gig. There's also tools for Google Ads, as well as I believe there are YouTube and Pinterest and stuff like that. But what if you needed it for content writing? There are tools here where you click email, you can quickly come up with personalized cold emails, email subject lines. You can also improve on an existing piece of content if it just doesn't sound great. Remember how we saw people like this over on Fiverr, who's getting paid at least $35 to write an engaging blog post? This person here, starting at $100 to write engaging content for your blog or website. You can use Jarvis blog tool to come up with blog post topic ideas. Create a blog post outline, all the different paragraphs, even the wrap up, the conclusion paragraph, meaning you could create the entire article right here and then get paid for it over on Fiverr. Now, in case you're not familiar with previous videos that I spoke about Jarvis AI, while this is a paid tool, I do have a link in the description where you can get 10,000 words for free. So what I'm suggesting is that you can use that link to sign up, create your profile over on Fiverr or on People Per Hour. Now, when you get hired for one of these, instead of spending the time to come up with the content on your own, use the free 10,000 words to create the article with these tools. This way you can see if this option of getting paid to do freelance writing makes sense for you to start on your journey of being a digital nomad. And only if you really do start getting paid on these sites like Fiverr, then it would make sense to invest in one of the pro plans on Jarvis AI because you're making money with it. So to wrap up, freelance writing is a fairly easy digital nomad job that you could get started with as a beginner. And if you like these types of jobs where you can work from home and pretty much anywhere in the world, then feel free to check this video out next where you can get paid for using just your voice. So check that out.